Brother, it's got 4x6 blade. Welcome back and join me again. What I want to show you today is what I've picked up at a boot sale, and what my dad's picked up at a boot sale for me because he knows I like them. It's these sort of bill hook chopper, straight chopper ones. That's the one I've already converted, that you remember from a couple of months back. So it was a straight like that. So I've clipped the end, profiled that bit, and give it a different edge. I've backed it up a lot higher. They're very crude, and the only task they ever really do is chop rounds and make starting wood. They're not really a brush cutting, that's a bill hook. Okay, so they're choppers, just thung thung. Anyway, my dad picked me up this one. You know, pin through the blade, insulation tape handle, but a high carbon steel blade, £1. Okay, so it's $1.60 or something. Okay, the tang doesn't even get through the end of the handle, but hey, okay, it's not loose, great fun. But this is where the tang is. Okay, there's a ferrule. That's all the metal that's in there, and this is rusty there. So the plan with this one is I'm going to extend it and end up with a sort of a shorter job there. But the amount of steel you get for like £1, that's why I use them. I love them. I think they're really, they've already been tried and tested. They're battle ready. You know, in my mind, they're up for a caning. They're up for a beating. Okay, they've probably worked for 30 years and then hurled in a box and then travelled around from one boot sale to the next, and they really are tough, decent bits of kit. They're not usually ever seen a sheath. Okay, so if you are going to go for one of these, you're going to have to get your leather work up, or see a mate who's going to make one for you, or your Kydex or something, because it won't come with a sheath. And I wouldn't ever say to anybody, carry this wrapped in a rag. Okay, if it's going in your pack, going on a belt, whatever, get a leather sheath with a little bit of a clip or something, and it'll sit there quite happily. But for what you can pick them up for £6 worth of leather or something, you can knock something up quite happily, and you'll have a really tough tool. And then you use your mortar or whatever for something for the lighter work. Anyway, those are the things I love. They're basically choppers. Okay, and I love them. Apart from when they get a bit rusty. Okay, but you can tell whether the handle is in good condition, whether there's any rust in the thing. And if you can get one with that plate at the back. Hopefully you can see that. I'll whiz around so the camera is so that butt plate, that means the tang's going around and pinged over. They're not so good. The tang's going to stop halfway along there. You might only get to here. Okay, but £1. You'll get some serious use out of it. Okay, thanks for joining me again. Let's go for my 6 blades. My Echo Amber was just come in here with a piece of bark I sanded off earlier. She went away and now she's done this to it. She's totally ruined it. Utterly ruined it. I mean, honestly, what do you think you've done to that poor piece of bark? Amble. That's amazing.
Can I do another one?
Of course you can.
You sand another one off for me.
Okay, this is the one I sanded off and basically filled my bench up with sawdust, yes? Okay. Catch you later, Amber. That's beautiful work. Right. This is the reason why I went for a big, powerful, general purpose sander. Yeah, it's not ideal for knife making, but I'm not just a knife maker. I do all sorts of strange, weird, I mean, there's Amber's ornament things there. I think we're going to do it for guest keys. So where the painting of the bird was there, we'll put a little cup hook there and guest key. So that means in your hall or in your living room, when you have a friend come round or whatever, and you're always looking for that one key, here's the key to the house, you know, there's the guest key, thumb. And when you finish with it, click, it goes back on there again. Meanwhile, you've got a little ornament that sits somewhere. I do other crazy things as well. Giant knitting needles. You'd be surprised how often these come through, because if you get big, thick, heavy yarn, 50 gram, 100 gram balls, whatever, if you've got a 16mm dowel, you can do a very, very large, chunky knit, and with the length of it, you can do the whole front of a jumper. So I got orders for giant knitting needles. Okay, there's 2 pairs there, and that big ass sander does anything really. It will do knives, okay, but the amount of woodwork I do, it's a beast. So here's me not wanting to use a mask because I'm not very well. Next job I do, kids. So here we go. See you in a bit. Here, my kids. I got the kit now. still with the mask on. Oh. So, one of the reasons why I got a multi-purpose machine. Okay, don't just make knives. So there's something for Amber to sand down lightly with something else later. Now she's going to paint it. So Scott, the knife maker, carpenter, daughter helper, knitting needle maker. Grrr, man thing.